All right. Here we are, Thursday night. You know what that means. That's right. I hope y'all went to the bank because it's time to cash this shit in. Right, Brad? No fits pissing yourself on the floor this time. Not necessary. I'm standing in for Norris. Norris was feeling tired tonight. Norris was feeling tired. So I'm standing in for Norris. So hello, Maxie. Hello, Brad. Hello, Matus. So many caws in there. Caw, lawyers, Stoke, Warcraft. Caw. I appreciate your enthusiasm. You're making up for lost time because I know you couldn't make it last week. So the extra caws are appreciated. And hello, Mega EV7. Not the best EV on the internet, but, not bad either, right? How you doing, Mega EV? Can you tell that my face is thinner? It's been 2 weeks since you've seen me. I don't know how much I've lost because I didn't weigh myself until last week. And at home anyways. Boo. Oh my gosh, look at Madros with the flex, the member sponsor thingy. Thank you, Madros. Thank you for making your presence known and your love known. I appreciate that. And James, you got fired. You basically, hey, there's the silver lining. You can stay up late again. All right. Hey, I like your outlook on that. So, although often if I find that for whatever reason a job doesn't work out, oftentimes it wasn't a good fit anyways, whether you leave or whether they ask you to leave. I've been asked to leave a job or two. Usually it's temp jobs, actually. It was like long-term temp jobs. And it wasn't just because the job was over. It was just because this dude doesn't work fast enough or something. So when I was doing warehouse work, I was like, well, I was busting my ass. So if I wasn't working fast enough, then, then I don't think I want to work there if what I was doing wasn't enough. You're significantly less depressed. Okay, that's good to hear. It's good to hear. I'm doing good, Mega Evie. I'm doing good. Oh. Is Mega Eevee's too much Eevee for you, Matus? I don't know, where is the regular Eevee for the overly Eevee sensitive? That's a good question, Matus. I'm sure she'll show up. So maybe she just thought because I didn't show between 7 and 7:30 like I normally do, at least my time, maybe she thought I was asleep. And good to see you, James. So Maxie, I hear that I inspired you. Well, I like to assume it is I who inspired you to acquire Beat Saber yesterday. How's that going for you, man? Did you figure out how to get those custom songs installed? Are you busting your moves now? How's that working? No, she finished defensive driving school, didn't she? I think she finished it. She graduated or whatever it is when you finish something like that. But oh yeah, maybe she had to go back. Who knows? Maybe she just liked it. Even though in it she kept showing up. She's like, I just want to learn more about defensive driving. They're like, come on in. You beat Beat Saber already in Expert Plus mode was too easy. Yeah. You need to stream that shit, man. I need to see that. I need to show your receipts, Maxie. Because Expert Plus, I can't even look at. I can't even look. My brain can't even look at it. Hey, look, there's Evie. It's the best Evie just showed up. Step aside, Mega EV7. The boss Evie's in the room. How you doing, Evie? EV23. Yeah, thank you. You notice? I think I've slimmed. My face is even thinner, and I'm losing weight. So, I think I'm gonna weigh myself once a week on Fridays. So I don't know. I don't know if I've lost anything since last week, but I think I have. I've been working my butt off doing the Beat Saber. I've been Beat Sabering 2 to 3 hours every day. I Beat Saber like in the morning before work to wake up. And then after I get off work, I Beat Saber again for longer. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on here with the face shrinking and my stomach shrinking. Stuff shrinking. My wife is taking notice. So that's how you know you're doing a good job. Do it live every Thursday. Do what? Beat Saber? I didn't think there was enough interest to Beat Saber every Thursday, if that's what you're talking about. You Beat Saber in the morning, Beat Saber at night, Beat Saber in the afternoon. It makes me feel all right. That's a good one. I like that. You should see if you can find that song. Okay, well, here's the thing. When I used to diet before, I would weigh myself every day. And that's just it messes with your head too much. Because from day to day, you'll go up and down. Even if you're like still on a trajectory to lose weight. Because like water retention and stuff, different things fluctuate. So it's better, in my experience, it's better to try to wait. Although I did get impatient and I weighed myself Monday and I weighed exactly the same. I was like, what the fuck? I burned 3,000 extra calories over the weekend. How did I not lose even like a half a pound or something? So there's my example. So even today I was like, this morning I want to weigh myself. I'm like, no, just going to wait for tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. You may Assassin's Creed what? What's that now? ACNH? Assassin's Creed. Which one? Is that the new one where you're a Viking? New Haven? New Valhalla? New Hala? You bought the game on the day a big update was released, which, from what you read, breaks the Beat Saber mods. That could be it. Honestly, on mine, a couple days ago, it keeps asking me now if I want to update it, and I'm like, nope, because I know that. Now the thing is part of modding it is there are ways to walk back the version so that you can mod it again. So if you do have a version that's too new, I know there are instructions on the internet on how to walk that back so that you can still mod it, but that sucks though. Yeah, I just know it's asking me on my Quest if I want to update it. And I haven't played my Steam version since I streamed it for you guys last week. I basically only got the Steam version for streaming purposes. Oh. That's enough Beat Saber for the next year or two? I got to keep going. New Hampshire. It's Assassin's Creed New Hampshire. It's like, oh. It's modern day New England. Okay. Animal Crossing. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I see AC. I just think Assassin's Creed. But I guess you kids are all into you're into the Animal Crossing. There's a lot less murder, I think. No stealthy assassinations there. Unless you're playing it wrong. I don't know, maybe there is. So how's everybody doing? Happy Thursday night. You can see that I'm here. There seemed to be some doubt in Discord about whether I was showing up. Although, in fairness, last Thursday, it was around 8 o'clock that I think people had already concluded I wasn't showing up. So, and that's exactly when I started my stream tonight at exactly 8 o'clock. So, but tonight I was not thinking of canceling. I got off work. I did my Beat Saber for an hour. And I had dinner. And then I was trying to set up this. I was going to try and set up the stream to do because I'm playing Sons of the Forest. But the program that I use to rip YouTube videos, to make my trailers and my background videos, it was not letting me. Sometimes I don't know if it's copyright or what, but there's certain links that'll just be like, we cannot download this song, or we can't download this video. Sorry. You're good. I'm good too, Mega Evie. Lady Wendy? Oh, little Wendy. Oh, is that who I see, little Mindy? Little Mindy, is that out? Is that you out there, Mindy? Such a good girl. Such a good girl, Mindy. Always taking care of her grandpa. How you doing, Lady Wendy? I just thought about you the other day. Well, it was just randomly. I forget what I was looking through my old messages because it's a lot. I was actually, I mentioned Meg's life last week. I actually was going through my old messages to see like when the last time I heard from her was, and she's like deleted from Twitter. But anyways, as I was scrolling back to the old days, I saw some little exchange with you, Wendy, and I was like, oh shit, I wonder how Wendy's doing. Seems like I haven't seen you for a while. It hasn't been too terribly long. You check in from time to time. You didn't know I've had a camera since 2018. I don't use it all the time. So yeah, it could be that when you if you checked in from time to time, it was about 50-50 whether I'd be using the camera. So wait, is this the first time you're seeing me? After all these years? We're going back almost 8 years, right, Wendy? You were in one of the very first raids of people that hung out in my chat. I remember I was still playing Alien Isolation. So, okay. So, well, if you ask anybody, you came at exactly the right time to see me on cam because I've been working out and getting svelte. So, yeah, this is a good time to make a first impression when I'm not like as big cheeked as I was a few months ago. Yeah, with Game Dojo. Yeah, I remember you hung out to the very end of the stream. So there were a handful of people that stuck around. A lot of people who ended up being like regulars who ended up hanging out here like from then on. Or coming back, again and again. And yeah. It's good times. I remember when you built me the old folks home in Minecraft. That was sweet. It was I forget what we called it, but it was just like a special old folks home just for me. It was very, very kind of you. Am I like a gym rat now? I'm like, I worked out now. Well, I'm hyped about it. I'm hyped about this right now. So, and I've been playing Beat Saber. That's all I've been doing, but I've been playing Beat Saber like 2 to 3 hours a day. And I'm like, oh my God, I've lost 20 pounds. At the beginning of the year. Holy shit. That's awesome. Don't replace my Huel with protein. I still use my Huel for my breakfast, Brad. You know why? You know what it tastes like, don't you? I had my Huel this morning. Although I didn't use the strawberry Huel this morning. This morning I actually had real frozen strawberries. So I put strawberry banana and I have a banana, like a very subtly banana flavored Huel powder. And I made a smoothie out of that. It's pretty sweet. What? Yumi? There might be trucks and city skylines? 4 out of 10? I don't know what the hell that means. Why you gave it such a low rating. I thought you liked trucks. And what the hell does city skylines have to do with anything? But I love you anyways, Yumi. I'm glad to see you. Hey, Chris Plays Games. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, look. Look who it is, CPG. It's Lady Wendy. It's the big deal. Oh, you scroll up. Okay. What'd I miss? Wait, there might be trucks and what? There's no truck on the title screen. 2 out of 10. Oh my God, I missed that, Yumi. I missed the context. I don't quite know what City Skylines has to do anything, but I see that you're following up. Yeah, look, there's a truck over here. There. You feel better now? That's a truck. There you go, Yumi. They're just for you. Well, it was a dwarf, but then I forwarded the video to where there was the truck. Just just for Yumi. Oh, is it on like on the on this thing that's going on behind me right now? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, truck. Yeah, it is a truck. Lady Wendy confirmed. So we have a witness to officiate and confirm that it is a truck. Wow, look at all the people that showed up tonight. I feel so loved this evening. Good to see you. And as you know, it's Thursday night. This is the night I stream. Wendy, I stream every Thursday night. Start sometime between 7 and 8 p.m. my Pacific time. Every Thursday night. I never miss one. Right, Brad? I never miss a Thursday night. Yeah, you wouldn't say I love you, but I do. I love you too, CPG. So, you hear? Yeah, there's Discord. There should. I think the link stays good. I put it in my description years ago. Did they die? Did they go out of date? Yeah, I mean last week I was too tired to stream, but I made it, right, Brad? If you recall, I still streamed. Come hell or high water. Doesn't matter what's happening. Even the week when I was at Disneyland, I still streamed that Thursday night. Remember? Does everyone remember that? I'm helping you remember the time that I didn't miss stream when I was at Disneyland. Yeah, 4 o'clock with Judge Wapner. Judge Wapner's at 4. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, drive slow on the driveway on Sundays. It's not out of date. Yeah, the Discord. Well, Discord's been around for 2017. I don't use it a ton. Although one thing that I did that was fun over Halloween, October, is we did movie nights once a week. We did it 4 times, right, guys? It was me and Evie and Nixie and Maxie. Everyone was invited, but they're the only ones that showed up. And then one night, my wife, Miss G-Law, she hung out. And we did Amazon Prime watch parties. We hung out and talked in Discord, and I hosted Amazon Prime watch parties, which is really cool. Are you doing Pilates? That sounds hard. See, the thing about Beat Saber is that I have a lot of fun doing it. And then I don't realize how much of a cardio workout I'm getting until, I'm all sweaty. I'm in a VR helmet. It's a little bit uncomfortable getting super sweaty in a VR helmet. But I have just got to keep clean. That's all. I don't know why I'm talking about my sweaty helmet. I don't know why I use the term sweaty helmet. I'm going to stop now. Some of it you still can't do. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Pilates, but I know them by reputation as something that sounds harder than I want to attempt. So, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Maxie. Thank you for coloring in the thank you for coloring that in for us. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, you're right. That's right. Evie's hubby did show up. He fell asleep, but he showed up for one of them. Was it the Riffs Tracks one? I don't remember. I know he was there for one, and Amanda, my wife, showed up for one. And both of them fell asleep, or both of them fell asleep while, about 45 minutes in. You're welcome. Yeah. Well, Max, you could see where I was going with that when I decided to put a stopper on it. I didn't know I was going there, but I realized it. So, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Riff Tracks. That's pretty good. That was fun. That was a fun time. I was actually thinking about that the other day, thinking I don't know if I want to do it every week because that got to be a lot. But we should do movie night. Maybe like once a month, just do movie nights. It doesn't have to be horror movies when it's not October. We just like we could vote on it. Everyone could suggest something that's on Amazon Prime, and then we could like vote on it or something. I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that again because I had a lot of fun having those movie nights. I just wouldn't want to do it every week. That was between streaming and bonus streaming when I did bonus streaming and doing those. That was too much. God, the Left Behind series. I think I might veto that. I think not. I don't want to bring up anything that's going to be like super incendiary. We're gonna be on opposite coast soon enough. You're moving to Florida for school. Oh dang! All right. Are you going away to college? Is that it? You're moving out of home to go far away to school. I know I'm missing. All right. So Maxie, you got Sons of the Forest. So wait, hold on, real quick. Lady Wendy, are you on the West Coast now? I don't know where you live. That's a long way to go if you're coming from the West Coast all the way across the country to go to school. Quite a thing. Full Sail University. I don't know that one. You're in Texas. Okay, right. Now I remember. That's true. I knew that. I forgot that, but I did know that, and then I forgot it. Now I remember again. Maxie, you got Sons of the Forest last week? Have you played it yet? I played it a little bit this week. I don't know that it's quite ready for me to like super jump into with both feet, but I did enjoy it. It's fun. It's hard. Oh, you did not. Okay. I thought you'd mentioned. I know someone, was it Stone? I thought a couple people, or you were almost going to buy it. I know it sounded like Stone bought it for sure, and I thought there were a couple people that either bought it or were just about to buy it, like thinking real hard about buying it. Sons of the Forest sounds like a Robin Hood thing. Well, you remember that game, The Forest? It's the sequel to that. So it's a little like Robin Hood, except instead of stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, you get eaten by cannibals. It's a little. That's the difference. It's the spin for Sons of the Forest. But that's cool, Wendy. That's exciting. So, is this your first time moving away from home? That's a big deal. You don't eat the rich. So the story is it looks like a rich couple and their daughter went missing on this island, and they've sent you're part of this team of like special ops recovery people to find them. And you get down there and there's all these wild cannibals and all they want to do is eat you. And that's the most that I know. If there's more story going on. It will be that growing up. Oh my God, Wendy. So yeah, that's I remember when I moved out for the first time. Now for me, it was weird because, well, it wasn't weird, but because I went to community college first. And when I graduated high school, the idea of moving out of my parents' house still like freaked the shit out of me. I was like, I don't think I can do it. It seemed like really overwhelming, the thought of not living at home. But a couple of years later, when I transferred, now granted, I didn't go across the country. I only went a couple hours away because I grew up in San Diego and I went to UCLA. That's where I transferred. By that point, I was ready to do it. I was like, well, it probably helped that one of the incentives for me to move to LA is I met a girl up there. She'd been my girlfriend for like a year almost. And that's why I started like applying to schools in Los Angeles. So I did have an incentive to be like, okay, I got stuff going on up here that's going to make it like it's not just a stranger wandering into a new city on the other side of the country. What? They're only taking 8 of your 65 credits? So you're transferring to, you following the G-Law path? Transferring during your undergraduate was my secret to success. It enabled me to get into schools that I otherwise would not have been able to get into. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh, yes. Also with more nudity. Madros, have you been playing? Does that mean you've been playing Sons of the Forest? I guess, yeah, I guess they're. I haven't noticed the cannibals doing the nudity exactly. But doesn't mean that they're not. They're just dirty, twitchy, run-aroundy creatures. They're so erratic. Their schlongs could be swinging around. I might not notice because they just dart around through the bushes and stuff, you know? Oh, you watched someone play the original Forest and it had a lot of nudity. Okay. I played quite a bit of the original Forest. This one has got, there's this mutant girl that's, she's really pretty, but she's just got like extra arms and legs and shit, and she's really weird. But I got a little weird crush on her. Her name's Virginia. For people who've looked into the game, you're probably aware of Virginia because everyone talks about her. But it's like, yeah, I never knew I'd be into a 4-armed, 4-legged chick before. However many limbs she has, doing weird yoga poses and stuff in the forest. It's kind of hot. That's all I'm saying. But I haven't seen her get naked. So that's funny though, because when I decided to stream this tonight, I thought it was because multiple people who hung out in my chats were playing this game. I was like, well, it wasn't because of that. I was probably going to stream this anyways because I haven't really been playing games. I've been beat sabering. I've been beating my saber. You don't want to be privy to my gross sexual fantasies about mutants of the forest? Well, buckle up, Brad, because once I start playing, if we come across Virginia, you may need to turn the stream off because I'm going to be having a special admiration time when we come across Virginia. That's all I'm going to say. I don't remember the nudity in the first one. So I'm hearing it's not, I mean, it's in early access, so it's not finished. So I think there's a part of me that there's like certain basic things from the first one that aren't in this one yet, even though there's a lot more stuff in this one that wasn't in the original. But stuff like being able to build a little cart to move logs around, that was such a huge thing to be able to do in the first one. And this one doesn't have that. So it's like, that's weird. You can build walls around your encampment, but there is no gate. They haven't put it in the game yet. So there's little things like that where I'm like, well, they're like, well, you can build like other walls and then have like a rope off the side. You can climb up and down. Well, yeah, but how am I going to haul logs in there that way? Right? Does that work? Can you climb a rope while you're hauling? Anyways. You have your follower to move your logs? That's true, he does. But the problem is with the follower, I guess it's not a big deal, but I do it anyways. But when you ask him to move logs, he also chops down trees. And originally I was trying to keep it so that I didn't uniformly cut down all the trees around my camp because I like having that foresty feel. And then I'm like, collect logs. And then he's just like, oh yeah, and the tree right by my tent, he's like, chop, 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 falls over. It's like, great, thanks, dude. Thanks, Kelvin. His name's Kelvin. Kelvin's a good guy. I like Kelvin. He's special. He's a very special individual. He does a lot of good stuff. He does a lot of good work for me. The first one had a full frontal nudity. Was it full frontal male nudity? Is that what we're talking about? Anyways. I don't remember there being ladies in the first one. There are definitely ladies in this one. In fact, they make you feel terrible. Because if they attack your camp, there's the men and they're super aggressive, and then there's the lady who just like fuck with your shit, but they don't attack you, the ladies. And if you kill the guys, the ladies rush to the dead bodies of apparently, like it's their, I don't know if it's supposed to be their husbands that you killed. They cradle the dead bodies and cry over them right in front of you, make you feel like an asshole. It's like that dude tried to kill me. I was defending myself. You make me feel bad now? I'm really messing with your head. So, but yeah, I played it like a couple nights. And then I also got super frustrated because once the cannibals became like aggressive, because at first they're kind of checking you out and they don't necessarily attack. They might, but they don't always. After a few days, they officially decide, okay, it's time to fuck this guy up. It seems like. And that's sort of why I stopped playing the first night, because I was like, I just kept reloading and dying over and over again. I'm like, well, shit, this isn't fun. So I started a new game where I actually lowered the cannibal like combat difficulty. Just, I don't know. I think I'm gonna start a new game tonight and just do it on normal, but because I probably won't play long enough to run into the cannibals tonight. Can't really call the women ladies. Is that like a real old-timey thing? What should I call them, Brad? Women? The women. The girls. Well, yeah, it's true. Kill fewer people, but there's a point, like, I made a point to avoid killing those people. But at the point when they're, like, leaping at you to kill you, you know, it's like, well, I can only dodge them so many times before I just got to put an end to it, right? How am I going to build if I'm just going to dodge the dude. I'll be like hammering and like they'll attack me and I'll dodge and then I'll keep hammering. It's like, I'm not going to kill you, bro. And then he'll attack me again. I'll just hammer some more. Hey, Lady Wendy, what? What's up? You have my attention, Lady Wendy. What's up? Did I miss something? I don't think I did, but I miss things all the time. Eldridge Gods. Wow, Kirby. Well, that's Lady Wendy. That's her name. But I probably referred to the lady cannibals. Lady Cannibal. Oh, you're talking to Maxie. Okay. What? Learn from your mistakes. Kill the ladies first. No, I don't kill the ladies. They don't attack me. I made a real policy of not killing anyone who didn't attack me first. I give them every opportunity. Because at first they'll be like acting like they're going to confront you, and then they'll run away. And they'll stop and they'll turn around. They really fuck with your head. You don't know whether they're going to actually attack you or not until they do. Oh, well, you're supposed to save the women and children first, Chris, not kill them. I think you're getting it all backwards. It's the opposite. You make them be alive even more. That's what you're supposed to do. Protect their lives, not end them. All right. So let me see. Anything else exciting going on with me? Aside from, guess what, Brad? Guess what I did this week? That's right. I worked out, bro. I worked out. I'm getting ripped, bro. It says first. Does it say first what? That's true. That's true. Women and children first. I mean, but usually it's the context that matters. Usually it involves who goes on the lifeboats when the ship is sinking. I think, isn't that where the expression comes from? But it could have just, yeah, maybe it has more universal applications. It's saying it's just about the buffet. All right. See, Brad knows. He knows his stuff right there. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm sorry, Brad. I knew you wanted to see some Pool of Radiance. Still, it's not happening tonight. Evie, you worked out this week too. What did you do? Did you play Beat Saber? I know you didn't play Beat Saber. It was a dumb question. But you worked out. It's just me and Maxie playing Beat Saber. Not at the same time, but together. But, you know. I will never finish Pool of Radiance. It's very unlikely that I will. I will grant you that. It was very unlikely that I actually played as much Pool of Radiance as I did when I was streaming it last year. Walking all over Arizona. Uh-oh. That sounds like a sports reference, Yumi. Is that what you're talking about? No, Madros, that's exactly the opposite of what I was trying to convey. No. The Ravenloft ones. The other one I was considering doing was because Ravenloft runs in it's like a different engine. It's like a real-time 3D, not supposedly not awesome. Not my jam anyways. Yeah, Madras. You feel much better about it if you just join us one of these times. Then you'll understand. We'll make you understand, right, Maxie? You'll love it. You just need to have an open mind. Oh, you don't drive, so you're forced to walk. But I thought you were in Seattle. That's why I'm confused. When you say you're walking all over Arizona, I thought maybe your sports team was destroying theirs or something. You actually in Arizona? Oh, right. Yeah. No, you mentioned that you were doing that. You got up to 40 pounds. I remember you mentioning that now. And you worked out on the exercise bike. Cool. Yeah, that's right. Maxie's got it all figured out. It's all part of playing Beat Saber. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but you know, I'm just going to silently acknowledge it, a little nod and a little wink. You know. Spring training. Okay, I got you. Wow. So you went all the way there to watch your team? That's some dedication, Yumi. That's cool though. Let's see, anything else? I really didn't play games this week. Mostly I just worked and played Beat Saber. And then I'd be tired and fall asleep or just like look at YouTube. Random stuff. Speaking of being tired. Actually, I was really tired when I got off work. I did the Beat Saber to make sure that I woke up. I tried that last Thursday, but it wasn't working at all because I'd already fallen asleep. Once I fall asleep, it's kind of over. Be you tired? Is it time for 45 seconds of gameplay? Does anyone else feel the same way that Yumi does? We've only been on the welcome screen for 41 minutes. You're bored of this already? Only chat, never play games. There are probably people that would prefer if I just stayed on the welcome screen for 4 hours and then said, well, have a good night, everyone. We just go from here. We'll spend 2 hours here and then 2 hours here. All right, everyone. And this is probably Joss will show up now. You're too busy doing your taxes to play Beat Saber? That must be a lot of taxes, man. Just chatting tends to be the most popular category on Twitch. Oh, really? Huh. I've hung out in a few streams this week, too. One kink stream. It was his birthday. So I wished him happy birthday and hung out. Yeah, I remember it felt completely crazy that one time. Some of you might remember this in 2016, where I finished the stream and then there were still people in the chat. I looked over like 10 minutes later and there were still people in the chat talking. And so I went back and I restarted the stream and just talked for like 2 hours. And it was like, oh, it was this big naughty deal because it's YouTube gaming. You're supposed to be playing games. You're not supposed to come in here and just talk. I felt like I was really gaming the system, you know? Yeah, you should totally stream for your birthday, Chris. Well, I wish you'd stream more, but I know you got other things going on, and those things are significant things. So I understand why you don't have the bandwidth. But I like it when you stream. If I can make it. Usually, if I know you're streaming, I'll try to make it. Yeah, let's do a live stream podcast. At work, I could have special guests, bring people on Discord. Like up next, we got Mega EV7. Mega EV. And I have to use my corny. I don't know why I suddenly got into the corny radio voice. Mega EV7. How you doing today, buddy? It's my podcast voice. People in podcasts don't talk like that. That's like morning radio DJs from the 80s. No one cared about that. My stream where I didn't play any game. I was gaming the system. Yes, Madros. Therefore, fulfilling the requirement. I was playing mind games. Hello, Z Sora. Life is a board game, so why not just talk about life? Hashtag gaming the system. Yes. I see I have a lot of people here who would support me in my covert activities. Although now it's on YouTube, they don't give a crap. It's not YouTube gaming. It's just YouTube. So there's nothing naughty about me not talking. There's nothing naughty about me being on here for 45. It's actually, we just hit exactly the 45-minute mark. And I haven't started a game yet. Just been talking. Is that what will work? I get a hot tub and I stream myself from the hot tub? What? Your friend got fired from work today. I just saw that, Evie. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Where's James Baker? James Baker said he got fired recently too. James Baker and your friend can commiserate about what the terrible people that fired them from their jobs. There he is. It's James. The silver lining is now James can stay up late and watch Game and Lawyer stream again. So it all worked out in the end, right, James? Oh, so this is someone you worked with too. Oh, that sucks for you too then. I thought it was just that you were sympathetic for a friend that lost a job. But when it's a friend that you work with that you like to see every day or have lunch with, that sucks for you too. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Rip your YTG. We all had high hopes, didn't we, Chris? I'm still here. I'm still here. All the other streamers that come and go, they go to Twitch, they come back, go to Twitch, they come back, they multi-stream. I'm here, still here, just here, never left. You just had fears. Be a VTuber. Wait, what's a VTuber again? I know the term, I just forgot what it means. A vlog? A life? IRL streamer? I could do hilarious pranks on people. Do you think that would be a good look for me? Going to the mall and saying inappropriate things to people? That always looked like fun. Virtual tuber. All right. What that is? The IRL streamers, virtual tuber, and a vlogger. I'm getting everything confused. Yeah. Sorry you had to see that. My ear itched. All right, hold on. A VTuber is when you have a weird avatar instead of a camera. Oh, no, I didn't know that. Okay. You're an animated character. Is that like the people that do the VR? They hang out in VR chat? Like, what's that guy's name? Mr. Brunswick. Mr. Brunswick has gotten kind of famous for doing VR chat. Like, he has a shit ton of people that show up at his streams. And he sits in VR chat and he like role plays. He's like a medieval lord or something. He walks in, he's like, yes, please come forth. We shall avenge your father's death. I just saw this, like, damn. And hundreds of people show up and watch him do it. It's like, damn, okay. He still said hi to me when I came in. So what a guy, right? Not like that other guy we were talking about last week. The one with the 100,000 viewers that never acknowledges me when I go into his chat these days. I don't give him a I don't give him a donation or anything either. So, you know, he'd just have to really be looking for me. But still, fuck it. Yeah, Mr. Brunswick. Yeah, he does really good voices too. He does very good accents. Yeah, he's a very talented like voice actor. He acknowledges anyone that gives him money. But if he really cared about me, he would just see that I was in the chat and be excited. Just be excited that I was there. You know, how hard could it be? What do you have 60,000 people watching you at one time? That's why I have the scales of justice. It's an icon that stands out. You know, look, easy. It's gonna stand out. Look, see. You can see 1,000 comments, and that would jump right out at you. He knew I was there. How could he miss that? And hey, what's up, Keith? How you doing, buddy? Happy Thursday. It's good to see you. Yeah, I have 10 viewers. Well, hold on. Let me see. How many viewers do I have right now? Probably less than 10. Last time I checked, it was 7. But then Keith showed up. Oh, it's at 9 right now. Wow. This stream is hot right now. This stream is so hot right now. All the kids love it. They probably heard I was doing Beat Saber. They're like, bring the Beat Saber back. Yumi's here. Chris is here. Well, here on my thing, it says on the bottom part, it says I have 8 concurrent viewers. And on the top part, it says I have 9. It's a little confused. Good job with the Kirby there, Mega EV7. I appreciate the update. Lisa, you're hot and you don't know why? You know why? It's because the stream. It's hot. The stream is hot. That's why you're hot. Sorry, you could get a glass of water if you need to cool down. It's the stream's fault. That's what happens when 9 people come to my stream. Too hot. Get the police and the fireman. Yeah, you gotta. You're just stopping in. Oh, okay. You work from 6 to 10 p.m. Okay, well, cool. I mean, I'm glad you took the time to stop by and say hi. You know you're busy. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You like the cold weather? Me too. Actually, Zsor. That's true. So I grew up in Southern California, which it's not a hot climate exactly, but it gets warm sometimes. And now I live in Portland, Oregon, where it's most of the year it's like nice and cool. Most of the winter it's around like the 40s. I love it. It's great. Doing a 16. Oh, that's brutal, man. That is brutal. I don't know if I ever did a 16-hour shift, or at least not on purpose. I think I might have done something like that, like when I worked a shift and then someone, when there are like two shifts, there was other shift, like a swing shift and a grave shift, and someone for the next shift called off, and I stayed. That's brutal. I only did that once or twice. After that, I'm like, nah, I'm not up for it. Can't do it. Hot damn. The thing says there's 11 people watching now. Man, I'm just going to have to unbutton my shirt. It's getting so hot. Where'd I used to live again? Your hubby thought it was California, but that didn't. Yeah, it was California. Yeah, when you guys met me, I was living in Los Angeles, which is like the capital of Southern California. I was living in like the city of Los Angeles too. Like high-rise buildings, all that stuff. You just had 4 tabs open with the stream. Okay. Yeah, I know when you're like on other screens, I think it doesn't count you as watching, even if you're watching. So at any given time, there's usually probably more people watching than the numbers is saying that there are. You know. But usually I look over and it says about 6 people. So this is quite the exciting development for me to have this many people watching. I'm starting to feel a little bit famous. Let's hope it doesn't go to my head. Yeah, well, LA could also stand for Louisiana. But that wasn't what I meant when I said LA. Los Angeles. I grew up in San Diego. Well, I was all over Southern California. I was born in LA in the San Fernando Valley. And then we lived about a half hour out in an area called Thousand Oaks for a while. And then we moved to San Diego, North County, San Diego. And I did the rest of my growing up there until I moved out to college. Came back to LA. I've been a lot of places. I lived in Riverside for a little while. That's about an hour and a half east of LA. And then while I was in college, my mom moved near Portland, Oregon. And so there was a certain point before, when I was trying to figure out what the hell to do, I graduated college and I was out doing my own thing for a few years, and it honestly wasn't going that great for me. And then at a certain point, I was like, I needed to figure out what my game plan was. And that's why I ended up going back to school. But I went back. My mom let me move in with her in Portland. So that's how I ended up living up here for the first time. And I lived up here for a few years. And that's when I, did some self-exploration, decided to go to law school. And when I applied to law schools, I got accepted to one in Los Angeles. So that's why I moved back to LA, which I was there for like, 15 years or almost. Yeah. And that's when I met you guys. It's when I was back in LA. So that's the abbreviated story of every place that I've lived. I didn't live next door to OJ in Brentwood. However, that when I mentioned the girlfriend who I moved was an incentive for me to move to LA, she actually lived about a quarter mile from OJ's house. So she wasn't super fancy. She was actually, while she was in college, there was this like super rich family, and they wanted like a college student to be the nanny for their kid a couple hours a day. And they're like, yeah, we'd give you free room and board too. And so she lived there in this like super rich area. And was it Bel Air? Somewhere over there. And it was like literally when I was looking at maps of where OJ Simpson lived later. And I was like, holy shit. Like hers is the next street down. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was Brentwood, not Bel Air. Brentwood, that's right. I looked again and I remembered the whole thing that launched that whole tirade was Maxie talking about OJ and Brentwood. But yeah, all that is sort of near UCLA. UCLA is tucked right up against like Bel Air and Beverly Hills. And then you go across the 405 down Sunset, and then you're in Brentwood. So it's all right there. CNA life is rewarding. This is what happens when someone gets COVID. Ooh, okay. Okay, I hear you, Keith. I just saw that. You got it, Brad. Now you know the geography of Los Angeles. And how close that I was and people who I knew were to where O.J. Simpson lived, which I'm sure you all were really interested to know. And it's where the Fresh Prince lived. That's right. That's right. Very close to where I went to college. So, I don't know if Lady Wendy's still here. She's about to move to college really soon. Super excited. I loved moving out and living in college. It was super exciting for me. It was some of the best years of my life. Was I lived on campus for a couple of years. Just being packed in with a bunch of other people who are the same, like 20 years old, same like right where you are. They're all away from home for the first time. And partying for the first time, a lot of them. It's good times. Good time. Crazy stuff. All right. Well, you know what? It is 59 minutes and 30 seconds since I started my stream. So maybe since I did announce this as a gaming stream, I should play some games. At least 45 seconds. I should have launched the game first, though, huh? Doesn't matter. I'm getting weird and nostalgic. You don't like it, Brad, when I get weird and nostalgic? There was no audio? Shit. Okay, hold on. Was there no background music in the last thing either? I got this. Oh, that's lame. All right. Is that super loud now too? The meters make it look like the game sound is incredibly loud. Let me down my headset a little bit. All right, well, you could hear me, and that's what matters. I did something weird the last time I streamed, and it has something to do with this headset actually transmits two different audio channels. There's one for chat and one for game, and I think that confuses OBS sometimes. So it got mixed up last time, and so I changed OBS to listen to the other one instead, and I forgot to change it back. So that's what happened. I hope just my velvety voice was enough for you all. This whole time I thought I had like awesome music going on in the background. Apparently I didn't. Okay, eat goldfish on the goldfish crackers. I don't know who eats goldfish. Okay, that's what happened. MegEven7 asks who eats goldfish. All right. So we're gonna do single player, not multiplayer. Let's start a new game. I'm gonna do normal, but I'm gonna custom. I think I'll keep all this normal. One of the tips videos I saw said you should turn on starvation and dehydration because it keeps the game interesting. You know how I like all that survival shit too. And it's got a cool intro and stuff too. I like. You can tell when it's done, it's going to be a much more polished game than the original. Oh, I forgot about the long loading screen. All right, welcome to loading screen, guys. How are we all doing tonight? Yeah, this will take a few minutes. I'll go make some Huel. Yep, I almost had Huel for dinner. I've still been using I've still been eating those pre-made meals for lunch and dinner though. It's a service called Factor, Factor. I've been using them since the beginning of January. It's not super cost effective, but the way I figure it is, if it's keeping me eating good, then it's worth it for me because we can afford it. It's just not. Eventually, probably it's not like the best forever type of plan, but don't spell their name unless they pay me. I'm endorsing them because I think they're a good service. Yeah, I do. And at first it was cheap too because they give you all these discounts. And I think it's sort of like one of those things where I was thinking, well, then when the discounts go away, I'll just try another service. Because there's a bunch of them, they all do that. But I liked it so much, they incrementally increased it. And then I just was like, yeah, I'll stay. So here we are. I find that they're satisfying and filling. You're not going to feel stuffed. Now, since I've been exercising, I find myself more hungry though. So I usually have some fruit with it. All right, this is our crack team. And they're really tasty too. And they're very well nutritionally balanced. So that's the thing I like about it, is that they're really good. Like everything tastes really good. It's very well prepared and satisfying. And when I finish, it's like enough. It's enough, right? To where it's like, oh, I don't need to eat any more at this point. Like, yeah, I could. I'm not like, oh, I'm stuffed, you know. But it's good stuff. Good night, Meggy EV7. Good night. All right. So this is Edward Puffton. He's been missing for 31 weeks. His wife, Barbara Puffton, also missing. So they're 63 and 60 years old. And then their daughter, Virginia Puffton. Now, I don't know how mutations work on this island, but I mentioned the multi-armed and multi-legged girl. Everyone calls her Virginia, so I'm thinking somehow that's their daughter. But, yeah. Yeah, guys, Virginia, what do you think, guys? Right? Yeah. Gonna rescue that. Sorry, Brad. Alright, let's take a look at the ad. Fight demons. Oh shit, where are they dropping me off? It dumps you in a random place each time. I don't think I like this biome. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, I haven't had this beginning before. I don't know who that guy was. All right. All right, yeah, and I have heard it's best not to rush the story. Because it doesn't unfold smoothly because it's not finished. I think you can go basically to the end, but the experience is, I've heard, is subpar. The recommendation I've heard is to, hey, fishes! Is just enjoy the sandboxiness at this point, and not. The story is there, but not to try and rush it. Okay, I don't need that. Here, I'm gonna equip that. Let me do it like this. All right, buddy. That's my friend. This is your AI companion. They explain his lack of advanced intelligence on traumatic brain injury. Yeah, I don't know if the indie team that makes The Forest is famous for advanced character models. These are probably like whatever engine they're using, asset flips in terms of that. All right, just pick up all the junk that's here around the helicopter crash. And then I think we need to get the hell out of here. This is not a great place for me to set up camp. I want to see if I can get below the snow zone. Nothing there. That's one reason too why I was like, at least to start, I was questioning whether I wanted to stream this, because this is one of those games where the clock is ticking, which is not conducive to my lackadaisical way of approaching games while I'm streaming. He wants to help, Brad. I only have one stick, okay. I should look at that. I'm like far away from everything. I think I'm just gonna follow the it's gonna follow the river down. Hey, bunny. Yeah, there's not even like sticks or hardly anything over here. Oh, okay. Following the river down A little bit of a challenge. I guess it's more of a brook, not a river. Okay. I guess I'm going to be doing a little bit of switchbacking. I'm helping him survive, that's all. It just so happens that if I write something on a note and I show it to him, he does the thing. It's an equitable relationship based on equality and mutual admiration and respect, Brad. What is this? Wait, is this another one? This is an even bigger one. It's a humanitarian effort. We're taking care of each other. No, okay, I'm just gonna keep switchbacking then. Yeah, some Q-tips would fix him right up, right? I could end up taking advantage of being on the high ground, though, can't I? I want to get lower, but if I built a base on someplace like a raised cliff, maybe I'd have less trouble with the cannibals. Okay, nope. This is not. This isn't. Nope, this is probably not a good place for me to go down further. I'll cut right across here. There's some pretty wide spaces there. There's even a little island. Okay, I'm gonna see what's going on with the bigger river. This is still not a good place to set up, but at least I can start picking up. I can start seeing rocks and branches and stuff. I think that stuff was still up there in the snow, but it's covered up so you can't see it. Yeah, I'm not sure if my assumption is probably the gold does not affect the cannibals, because any game that I've experienced that has things that make you suffer from the cold, you're the only one in the world suffering from the cold. Everyone else just like, ha ha, la la la. Alright, I see a way down. See any berries here? No. Got fish here? This could be a good place to start an initial little outpost. Where are you going, Kelvin? You know what? It is pretty loud. That's a good point. Let's see if we're close enough. What's going on? Oh, fuck. Have they found me already? Oh, sons of bitches. Yeah, I see him, Kelvin. Here, don't mind him. Okay, so he can gather fish from here. Yeah, I see those little fuckers hanging in the bushes. I see him, Kelvin. When Kelvin points in the bushes, it means he's... Is my camera super duper lagged? It is, isn't it? Fucking thing. That's it. I need to figure out this camera situation. Boom, boom. Nope. All right, well, now it's going to behave for a minute until it lags out again. Hey, okay. You just watch the waterfall all day and starve? That's a choice. It's a choice a person could make. And now it's raining. All right. I think I can get behind using... They're just all over here. Okay. Where's the, here we go. Let's go the rest of the way. Dude! What are you... You guys just stay away. Yeah, at least the first day they kind of leave you alone, but they will, under the wrong circumstances, they will attack you. Maybe I'll accidentally have a tree fall on them. Yep. They always fall away from the where you're standing when you finish them off. I am the antagonist in Fern Gully. All right. I don't know if I ever watched that movie. All right, do you guys mind giving me some damn privacy? There, maybe I can intimidate them by how violently I'm chopping these stumps. See, that's what happens. You want to be like the stump? You want to be like the stump, huh? Huh? Let's see, we'll do... containers, get some stick storage. This is pretty rough. Yeah, I gotta... He's really nervous. Don't worry about it, dude. Here, go collect... Get your mind off of it. Go collect some sticks and put them in the holder, please. He loves it. He loves doing it. Look how happy he is. It's not slavery, Brad. It's a mutual respect. He's very happy. Are they dying in the water? Can I get the head? All right, hold on. Apparently not. Apparently, if you can mount their heads on a spike, it scares the other ones off. Oh, there. Hold on. Oh, that's a rock. There we go. That'll give you something to think about, boys. Yeah, they're not coming around anymore now, are they? Where the hell is Kelvin? He get lost? Put that away. Oh, he's got sticks. I don't know. My plan is not to throw the head. Doesn't mean you can't. Oh, okay, hold on. You sons of bitches. Where's my head? There it is. Huh? Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Look what I got, you son of a bitch. Look at this. Huh? Yeah. I guess you can't throw it. You can just shake it at him like, whoa. Well, apparently maybe it's in early access is why you can't throw the head. Maybe they're getting around to it. Does it look like I'm just about to just launch it? All right, let's see about something here. Good. All right, well, I got that now. Huh? What do you think? Look, what do you think of that? Why'd you come up and scream at me now when I got this? Look. Still dripping. I don't know if I'm making very big strides in diplomatic relations here. All right, so mannequin. I just want to do a scarecrow. 14 sticks. Can I just do a stick on a? All right, what about the other? There's two books. One is like for manual building. Stick in ground. That's for skulls. All right, maybe I have to make a scarecrow, but let's see about this. There we go. Oh, look, it's Victoria. She's scared of me right now. That's my girl right there. Don't worry, we'll just let her come to us, right? I just realized I messed up all my windows in the other door. I can't see what's going on. Okay. Victoria. Or my girl, as I sometimes refer to her. What's her name? It's not Victoria? What is it? Or something or other? Vernonia? Virginia? Virginia! That's right. That was her. Alright, it's time to get some, oh, I'm out of rocks. And hey, what's up, Jeff? Oh, fuck, I walked in the fire. Oh, shit, I'm still on fire. All right, go in the water. Smooth move, X-Lax. That's all I gotta say. Don't be a son of a beach. Not gonna get behind that statement. Sure, why not? Super Mega Brad. I can't even, yeah, well, you know, I never knew extra arms and legs would do it for me the way that it does, but it really does. It gives me a special feeling inside. There we go. So I should save the game. Okay, clear some stuff around here. See, maybe I'll no, go back. I should probably build the damn things. Whoops. Before I start trying to put logs in them. You think I should build a jail? Wouldn't I have to build a court first because they need due process, don't they? Before I can put them in jail. That's opening a whole can of worms there. All right, it's getting really dark. That's right, Calvin. Keep grabbing those sticks, bro. I'm getting pretty hungry, my guy. It's purely consensual, Brad. We have an equitable relationship. How many times do I have to tell you? Built on mutual admiration and respect. Okay, he's coming back with some more sticks. Did you see when I wrote the little note and I held it up to him? Did you see how happy he got? Look at him. Grinning like a fool, collecting all those sticks. He loves it. Hey, look, it's Dark Jake. Dark Jake 13. How you doing, buddy? Talking about speaking of due process, here comes Dark Jake with the talons of due process. Can I lift all 4 sides? Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. I thought it was just like a lean-to. Wow. Mancy. 4-star accommodations. Alright, where'd he go? Hey, brother. Wait, I'll wait till he comes back. Next thing he comes back, I'm gonna tell him to start collecting some fish. I can't eat sticks, can I? So what time is it in game? 8 o'clock. That head on the stick that I made just scared me. Yeah, that's creepy. Dude, he's really going far to get sticks. Okay, I think he's coming back. Oh, okay. Didn't bust anything. Kelvin, what are you doing, dude? There you go. I know pathing is hard. I know it's hard, brother. Here. First, stop collecting sticks. Secondly, Calvin, you listening? You get some fish and drop them off right here by the fire, okay? He loves it. Look at that smile, Brad. Tell me that isn't a smile of a friend who's just eager to help me out. Did you see that? No, like Kelvin, like the measurement of temperature. Oh, wrong thing. Hey, buddy. Oh, what do you got here, bro? Oh, I need to sleep. My guy is deathly tired. Okay. And now I'm starving. And thirsty. Here, we'll put a fish on. I'm gonna drink right now. Just relax. I'm not doing a very good job of being alive, alright. Alright, this I'm just gonna wait. There it is. Already. Alright, eat it up, bro. Okay, get another one going. You'd probably love it if I died, huh, Brad? Hey, it's a big old spider. Of course you would. No. Eat the fish, bro. There you go. So good. Start with the head. Just put it in your mouth. Just eat the whole thing. All right, hey, that's enough. Hey, come here. Come here, friend and equitable partner. That's enough fish for now. Oh, hold on, no, stop, I lied. I pushed the wrong button. Let's see, you're gonna get sticks and fill the holder. That's what we're doing. You're right, it is not bone meal. That is what she said, Maxie. Thanks. Do you like my little camp here, Maxie? It's not much. It's not much, but it's home, you know. It's enough to get me started. I'm guessing they can just probably just come right up the side of this hill at me, can't they? Let me clear out some of this. So keep an eye on what's going on, what's what, you know? Am I full? Yeah, I did play Green Hell on stream. I think I streamed it once or twice. I got super into Green Hell for a while. Then I beat it, but I think I got one of the crappy endings. But by the time that happened, I was ready to stop playing, so. But I really liked Green Hell. Lock storage. New drying rack. Here, we're gonna put a couple. That'll keep the fish from going bad. I forget, Maxie, did you play Green Hell? Or are you looking out on sale considering getting it? It's not a game for everybody. I will say that. The survival mechanics are very front and center. And, make more log, another log holder. Oh, why do I keep using that thing? And it's like every square inch of that jungle is trying to kill you. So... Nope. Nope. I changed my mind. I don't want to make a drying rack. I want to make a log holder. Log storage. Oh, damn it! I gotta stop running into the damn fire. Other games that are a bigger priority, like the Long Dark. The Long Dark has got a lot more longevity, I think. But yeah, I really did like Green Hell though. Nope, they don't seem to have stop, drop, and roll. They have hope you're by a river and run into it is my current tactic. Oh, damn it! I just ruined my skull on a spike. Can't have that. Here, let's put that back up. Carry on, bro. Look how happy he is. You see that smile on his face? That's all I'm saying. Collecting sticks. There we go. Now we've got a fancy decoration back up. Oh, I didn't actually make it, did I? I was going to make another log holder. I got sidetracked. I know, me, sidetracked. Here, let's just make a few of these. I keep opening my inventory instead of the blueprint book. Oh, and I'm all out of sticks, too. It's okay, that's what we have our friend collecting sticks for. Yeah, it's all that Beat Sabering, for sure. Yep, this is what I love best. After a long day of work, playing a game where I get to do more work. You guys know I love it. Oh. I didn't realize I hadn't finished building that one. I ran out of sticks. Oh, do I have any other helpers? Well, there's a lady who I'm quite fond of who can become sort of a helper, but I don't think she becomes someone like this where you give her orders. Let's just say I'm hoping she becomes my special friend. Oh, hold on. Let's get some rock holders too. Bone storage? No. Rock storage. Rarely ever end up needing rocks, but... There, that's good. All right, just getting quite immersed in making my little camp here. Stick. I think maybe I should actually start building something with all these logs I put together. Yeah, that's a good point. I probably would just poop in the stream. That water's rushing along pretty good. Probably be like a bidet, you know? When I'm done, just dip myself down in a little bit. Because no one can bring up pooping in this train without me going through the entire sequence of what would need to happen. Where are you going with those sticks, brother? Oh, he's collecting more sticks. I'm like, the stick holders are over here. This rock here is not a big... I just realized these are, like, stepping hazards. I guess I can't get rid of rocks. Drops other logs after gathering normal logs. Your daughter created her first D&D character. Dweeb. Actually, I was wearing my Dungeons and Dragons shirt earlier. The only reason I took it off is because I Beat Sabered in it. I've been taking more showers in the last month than I ever have in my life. Timber! Oh. Here, let's get another log storage here. Did I hear more logs going into the water? Trying to. Come here. All right, look at him running off. Going off to get those sticks. The stick holder is better than a pile of sticks. I think it's where you can put a lot of them in one place at the same time. Is sort of the point with that. Let's see, I'll do a I don't yet have any bones, but I'll do a bone collector or bone storage, just, you know, just to even out my collection of... Were there any bodies left? I should have thought of that before. You throw the bodies on the fire and they break down till you have bones. There, I like it like that better. I really didn't think this through, having these giant trees right here. I should have chopped these down before I built everything around them. See, the problem is like, if at the point where I start telling him to go collect logs, he's just gonna chop down in any random direction whatever tree is nearby. So I don't want to have that. Oh, it's gonna land right on my stick. son of a bitch. Stop. Might as well start building something. Aside from just more log holders. If you marry the girl, she can't divorce you until she finds a lawyer. But I'm a lawyer, so what does that... Does that mean I have a professional responsibility to represent her in her own divorce against me? If I'm the only one there, that is. I don't know, probably not. But that fire is really holding up. Gotta say, I'm impressed. Good job pathing, buddy. Good job, loving it. Alright, hold on, let me pick up the head. Yeah, on my windshield, yeah. Alright, don't... Oh, no! Okay, good. I thought it was gonna bust shit up. Oh, sorry, dude! Oh my god! Dude! You okay? Here, as long as you're here... Why don't you start getting fish instead? Drop them right here. Alright, get some fish, we'll put them on the drying rack. It'll be great. You can forget this ever happened, where I hit you with the log. It was an accident. I should probably chop this thing down. So yeah, the building is a little bit more robust than the first game. An accident. Yes. Nope, wrong button. There, look, I've got a platform. You wanted to wallop me with a fish? Why would you say that? Good job, Calvin. There's a lot of rocks here. All right, keep up the good work. All right, now I think it's time to revisit Head on a Spike. We'll have him facing this way, so anyone coming up the stream to mess with me, the first thing they're going to see is this lovely little guy. Still dripping with blood. Now, you've seen the way I eat the fish. I just go straight, the head, right in the middle, I just eat it. Everything. Oh, fuck. These guys apparently are not afraid. You guys gonna mess with my shit? Huh? They're just checking us out right now. Maybe he'll drown himself in the damn river like his friends did. Did he just drown? Dude, what a moron. I didn't know setting up by a river was going to be such a natural defense. Guilt-free murder. Just setting up camp by a river. I think all his friends should go in there. Oh, look at all these lovely bones. Oh, damn it! When did I get so terrible at being around fire? All right, so those warrior dudes, they didn't seem fazed at all by this head. Here, I could use a little snack. Just sushi, right? Just right off the ground. Right out of the river, onto the ground, and into my mouth. All right, we filled up the racks. Maybe it's time to tell him to stop. Go ahead, grab one more fish, bring it over. Then we'll put you back on stick. Should we do sticks? Hey, just get more sticks. Look at that. So happy to do it. Yeah, it's just a mess. They're drowning themselves. I'm walking just right into fire. I can walk right up. Hey, look who it is. All right, hold on. Oh, look, she's bathing. All right there, Virginia. I see you over there. Still, don't want to spook her. When and if she discovers or decides you're not a threat, she becomes quite friendly. Here we go. Can walk right up that. It's starting to get a little dark out here. Have some more water. Yeah, bathing next to me seemed pretty friendly. But the thing is, she'll start coming around more and more. But if you approach her, she'll freak out and run away. Then eventually... Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's getting too dark for me to build shit right now. Have like a UV. UV lighter. Interesting. The guy's not tired. But it's just so dark at night. It's insane. I guess I could work on making a storage. Fire. I could make a standing fire if I have cloth. And a stick. How much cloth do I have? I have no cloth. Alright, well that puts a damper on that. So that means if I want to light this place up, I'm going to have to go exploring and find cloth. Or just be like in the damn dark. I guess I can sort of see doing it like this. Here, we'll just do a little 2x2 shack. I think if I come over any further, I'm going to crowd this stuff out. Well, that kind of works. You think she was pooping? Could be. So chopping down trees in the dark, maybe not the best idea. I don't know. Probably violates some safety protocols. Oh, my guy is getting kind of tired, though. Nope. All right, I think it's fair for him to call it a night. Let's do another save. Let's see, what time do I wake up anyways? 7:30 in the morning? That's respectable. Fire's out. Probably for the best. Let's see, let's, actually, I should probably cook up. Get the fire going so I can cook my fish. I know it's dried, but I think it's more nutritional if you cook it. Oh God, okay, I'm just gonna eat it. All right, that's fine. Here. And there was a toggle. Big head mode. Now let's get that. Controls. Yes, toggle crouch and toggle sprint. There's a VR arcade place that your hubby and I are probably gonna on your next days off. They have Beat Saber too. Okay. Yeah, that I kind of wish I had tried VR a long time ago, because I didn't realize that I would enjoy it as much as I did. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna reset my damn camera. And that. All right. Yeah, things are being all weird in the background on my PC right now. All right, get where everything where I can see it again. Thank you. Thank you. The new menu is taking some getting used to. Are you talking about in Beat Saber? Well, I think if you have to go to a place to do it, though, if I didn't have unlimited access at home to it, I probably wouldn't be doing it as much. But it is addictive. It's fun. That's the thing that I like about it too, is like, it's the only game I've ever been addicted to that is actually good for my health. The crafting menu in this game. Yeah, well, if you ever played the original Forest, it's not like the original Forest was super user-friendly either. But it's definitely different now. There's more going on, too. And when you're building the houses, there are pre-mades, there are pre-builts, like in the first game, like where you could just place a cabin down. Oh shit, is that a raised cabin? I'm not gonna do it, but... Small log cabin. Lean-to. I guess nothing too elaborate. A small log cabin. See, the problem is they come right into your door. There's no way to keep them out, like the cannibals, so it doesn't really... doesn't afford you a lot of security. Maybe it gives you shelter from the elements. But I built the house and immediately I had windows, cannibals are just jumping in and out of the windows like they think it's a fun game. Running in and out of my door, running in the door, darting out the door. Doors just swings open and close. It's like, okay. So I started getting frustrating because it seemed like there was nothing for me to set up in the structure itself that was going to keep them from just getting all up in my shit constantly. Not that I could figure out, and what, you know, certain things, like I said, when you build you could build a defensive wall, like a spiked wall, but they have not implemented a gate yet. So that's an example of, like, you start feeling that early access thing, where it's like, okay, yeah, clearly there are going to be ways of fortifying that haven't quite made it into the game yet. Which is one reason... Whoops, no, I don't do that. Which is one reason why I'm probably not going to jump wholeheartedly all the way into this game with both feet until it's further along in development. Because there are certain things like that. I mean, what's in here is already really good. But certain things like that, things that you consider like, oh, that was a pretty basic aspect of the first one. If you're going to have a defensive wall, you can actually build a gate so you can come in inside and out of it, you know? Yeah, there's mutants in the first game. Really, the big changes here are this building method where you can sort of free build is different than the first game. The island, the graphics are much nicer. The island is much prettier. It's much bigger. There's objectives and stuff, like points of interest and things that on the map, and sort of a story going on associated with those. It's more, it's a little more user-friendly in that respect. You have your companion, which is new. You have Virginia, which is, you know, I like Virginia. You know that. There are seasons in this game. You start, by default, you start in the summer, but it will turn to fall. It will become winter. Bodies of water will freeze over during the winter. That's a lot of features that are well implemented that were not in the original one. So in some sense, this is offering a lot more than if you played the original Forest even right now. But it's very early access. It's very unfinished. And that also becomes very apparent that there are certain basic things that you're like, oh, how do I keep them out of my house? Well, at least how things are right now is you don't. It's like, what? Oh, you said, are there big mutants like in the first game? My understanding is there are mutants and there are some big bads. I don't know what they look like yet. I don't know what the varieties are yet, but I know they are in the game. There are mutants in the game right now. Put heads on the doors and windows. Maybe. Although this head didn't scare anybody off. What's this? A skin pouch? What the hell is the skin pouch? Oh, it just has a bunch of shit in it. Alright, I'm not sure exactly what that does for me. It was Virginia's poop. She does bring you gifts. Oh, I just realized this log was here. She'll come and bring you gifts once she thinks you're a good guy. Let's see, should I go back one more? That's not the kind of log I need, lady. No, it really is like a beautiful. It's a beautiful island. It looks much better than the first game, too. Like the first game wasn't awful or anything. But this looks so much better. Alright, so this is a little something I don't need at the moment. I'll need that when I'm building a roof on top later. I should probably get this tree out of here too. Because at a certain point, when there are no more trees standing that could randomly fall on all the shit I'm trying to build, I'm probably just gonna tell Kelvin to go collect logs. Oh shit, they're all going down here. Have I considered completely removing every tree on the island? Nope, there's lots of trees. The thought never crossed my mind to completely deforest it, no. I suppose someone would put that on their agenda. Be like beating Deus Ex in stealth mode. Someone's like, I'm going to deforest the entire island. I think trees do grow back eventually too, so that might not even be possible. Do it. I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like a really boring way to approach the game. What would Brad say? He's bored enough when I'm just being cautious. Although, I could see him liking if I made the game horrifically boring for myself. Yeah, that's sort of what I thought your position would be, Brad. Okay, that's good. Boop. Boop. Okay. Yes, it's coming along nicely. It's just like real bushcraft. They don't have nails. They just lay everything together and it just kind of works. Isn't that what they do? That last little bit down there. There we go. Build some planks with a hole in it over the river and shit through the hole. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can do it now, but maybe it's some sort of a feature we could hope for in the future. Okay. All right, stop rolling. Now put these down here. This is... We're gonna do this, this, and then you grab the little guys and you put them up struts. And once those are up, you can remove the ones in the middle. Otherwise, all that shit will fall. But that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, otherwise they would totally clutter everything. But that's the workaround. You see no reason why it should work? Oh, wow, okay. Down you go. Oh. Yeah, it is. It's been pretty peaceful. We had, except for those cannibals that showed up and just kind of growled at me. In my experience, it gives you a few days to settle in, and then the shit gets real. But I don't know if that's anywhere you go, or if it was just in the location where I was at. I don't know what factor, if that's always the way it plays out, or if there were certain factors that caused it to play out that way. But it was bad enough that I started a new game. Because I felt like I'd wasted everything, wasted my time. Can I get up there? Do you think crouching is no problem for Virginia? Well, that's good. Would hate her to have a problem. Okay. Where is the other? Oh, there it is. This can be a little finicky. Have to wait for these little arrows to show up. Yeah, I think you can do non-flat roofs, but I think my eventual goal is to make this a two-story house. So, in the interest of creating a two-story house, that's laying down the foundation for the second floor. That would be a really detailed sim. Impress her by, I just saw that, by building a room for her future kids. I'm trying to think of how I could make the rooms special so she'd know that they're for kids with abnormal number of limbs. All right. I think it's officially time to stop collecting sticks, brother. It is now time to move on to logs and fill the holders, if you will. He's on it. He loves it. See that enthusiasm? If you had an extremely tedious task that needed doing, G-Law be the first. Yeah. Well, Brad, I wouldn't ask you to do it unless you were enthusiastic and just you glowed at the idea of doing it. You know, I just want what's best for you, Brad. I just want you to be happy. That's all. Are there any fish in here? I know I saw him catching fish. You can... I have that spear. I can spear catch fish, but I'm finding that... I'm not seeing a lot of them in this water. It's also hard because it's a rushing water. It's kind of hard to see through the surface. Oh, there's a fish. Where are they at? Are those not actual fish that I can catch? Are those just like... I think those are not actual fish that I can catch. That's a little disappointing. I'm a good friend who has ruined his own life to give you a moment of fleeting happiness. Oh, there you go. That sounds right. Oh yeah, I was gonna look for some, I'm gonna have to scout out and try and find some cloth, too. If I want to start... You know how I like the things to be bright and cheerful when in my crafting games? Come on. I hadn't even considered the masturbatorium. We'll have to ask Nick, because Nick was the, I believe he was the great mind behind the masturbatorium as a concept. So he's the most qualified to make the judgment call on it. Yeah, I could have like just a 1x1 that sticks off of here and it's just all windows looking out into nature. That would do. Dude, Kelvin, there's trees right here. Why are you going all the way up there? Maybe he's trying to preserve the natural beauty of our location. Hey, look, there's Nick. Wow. I really appreciate your input on that, Nick. It's a very simple yet elegant approach. Whatever gets your motor revving. It's very, very deep. Very thoughtful. How you doing, Nick? You have to just into the open air, up to the heavens. Just request a masturbatorium consult from Nick and he'll appear. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Come on. There we go. Where'd it go? A half log fell somewhere over here. Put on. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh no, that's another one. Anyways. Fine, whatever. Whatevs! I'm just gonna have an extra half log floating around somewhere. Nope, that's not what I want either. There we go. You've been asleep, but then you're like, it was like the bat signal. It's like, what? Someone say masturbatorium? I'll be right there. Oh, it looks like I had a lumbering accident. That's making me kind of hungry. That's making me realize it's 11. I should probably think about wrapping this shit up. But just take it in. It really is a beautiful world to inhabit. And so far, I haven't been getting super harassed either, which is kind of nice. There were a lot of cannibals when the first, like, 24 hours I was here. I feel like I should be washing my hands. I think in the first game, if you ate with bloody hands, you could get sick. Maybe I'm thinking of green hell, though. Poor son of a bitch trying to path with that giant log. It's just having a hell of a time. Good job, buddy. Good job. I hear him chopping. Where are you chopping? Oh, he's chopping over there. I just want to watch him. Is the tree's gonna fall down the whole fucking mountain? He's gonna chase after it? Oh, he's just gonna have himself a little sit, isn't he? Oh, look, look! The blood coming out of his ears, looking up into the sun, smiling. Kelvin is living his best life right now. Good job, Kelvin. Good on you, buddy. Good on you. Oh, night. What did you miss? Well, I put a head on a spike, and I chopped down a bunch of trees. I saw a special lady. I haven't seen my special lady in a while. Where is she? Oh yeah, I know you can play in peaceful mode. I don't want it to be that calm. I mean, really what I settled into, that I put everything on normal during this playthrough, but I think since you cannot fully fortify things, or you sort of can, but you have to do it in weird ways. My first thought was to keep the cannibals in, but to place them in, you know, put them in an easier where they do less damage, and you know, because they swarm your base. They'll come like 6 of them, and they're all darting around trying to flank you and all sorts of. They're crazy. It's very unpleasant. Let's see what else happened since Wendy's been gone. I think my camera's terribly desynced right now. Oh yeah, terribly desynced. I'm gonna have to figure out how to. That hasn't always been a problem, but it has been recently, and I don't know why. Gotta figure that out. We talked about building a masturbatorium. We got Nick's consultation. Nick said, whatever gets you, what was it? Whatever gets you going? What did Nick say? Whatever gets your motor revving. That's what he had to say about where and when and how to build a masturbatorium. You wish 6 of them would show up right now? Damn, it gets so flippin' dark in this game quick. The masturbatorium is a long-standing joke, Wendy. You may have missed that. What was I playing? Layers of Fear. Like 4 years ago. And there was this one room, it was like a closet. With a closet-sized room with a chair in the center and just framed paintings all over. And so we were trying to speculate, what the hell is this room for? Right? It's just like, it's like a 6x6 room with just paintings all over the place and a single chair. What is this? And then that what Nick suggested, that it was the 1800s when they had special rooms for everything, and that this was the masturbatorium. It was the 1800 equivalent of like surfing porn sites. So you just sit in a room at a chair staring at you close the door behind you and you stare at all the paintings. So, you know, until you, and I quote, get your motor revving. Yeah? So now, whenever I'm playing a game where you can build stuff, it always comes up, when am I going to build the masturbatorium? I did one in Subnautica. I haven't quite worked it out here yet. So, yeah. Alright, I'm just going to save the game. We're going to go to the thanks for watching screen. I'm not going to leave right away, but it's 11 o'clock, so it is time for me to be more towards ending the stream than being in the middle of it. I'm not sure. Yes, quit. Close. There you go. Exit. The game is... There we go. The game is finally exited. Let me see. I'll reset the mic or the camera for a minute. I wonder if I can... I think this is sort of dangerous. Video capture device. Here, I'm gonna try this. It's probably gonna fuck everything up. Because if I go straight from the camera feed, it doesn't have that syncing problem. It's just I can't zoom and stuff on it, so Here, we'll do, it's not being cooperative. There we go. There. Oh, I'm sure Wendy's witnessed a lullaby. You've seen one of my lullabies before, haven't you, Wendy? Here we go. This will work for now. Totally not like synced up, fucked up or anything. It's great. Yeah. I don't think, because the lullabies happen every single stream. Every single stream. I don't remember when they started. When did they start? 2016, 2017? Has Thursday's sister ever seen Norris? Here, we'll show you. I got Norris right here. This, when I'm not on cam, I have Norris instead. That's Norris the Gray. He's a fan favorite. People love him. They love him for his warm smile and his great dental hygiene. And he's got those loving eyes too. Just so soft. Just very... It's a very amiable gentleman, Norris the Gray. Where a few months ago I was playing a game called Pool of Radiance. Brad references it all the time. And it's a Dungeons and Dragons game, PC game from the mid to like 1987, 1988. It's from the late 80s. Ancient. And they released like a whole bundle of them for super cheap. And I used to play the hell out of those games in the 80s when I was in high school. And so I had a lot of fond memories of them. So I bought it, and I was playing Pool of Radiance. And it's antiquated as hell, pain in the ass. But I ended up playing a lot of it. I kind of got back into it again. And I think that was the very last thing we did. And the last stream that I did of it, we ran into a bandit captain named Norris the Gray, and that was his face. And we all loved him so much that Nick helped get a screen cap of him, and so now we have him as my stand-in when I don't feel like being on cam, you know? So that's the story of Norris the Gray. Two and a half zones out of 50? Were there that many? Okay, well, when I say a lot of it, I mean, I played a lot more of that game than I ever expected to. Especially when I first booted it up and I was like, oh, damn, this is antiquated. There are some quality of life improvements that modders have done subsequently. So that's probably what kept me playing a little bit more. But I enjoyed it to an extent. It was really just that everything was keyboard command related, and it was just a pain in the ass. So eventually I was just like, I think I've had enough of that. Everything is so cumbersome. Every single action is like you have to hit 8 different keys to get to it. Just to target an enemy, you end up getting, oh, let's see, I have to say active for active, and then I go here for combat, and then I hit here for target, and then I hit these buttons and I highlight, you know, it's like, damn. Modern games, you just click, the guy's targeted, and that's it. The Dark Queen of Krynn. Oh, Brad. It's very optimistic. I would say, well, I don't even own that, but I have a feeling you would, if you thought that buying it for me would cause me to play it or make me feel obligated to play it, you'd probably just be like, here, now you own it. See you Saturday. Yeah, Norris doesn't have mic desync. Although now that because normally what I use is Logitech. When you get their webcams, they have they have Logitech Capture, or it's just like Logicap, and it allows you to do a lot of zooming and customization and image tweaking. It gives you a lot of powerful tools. If you try to go directly to OBS, it's supposed to have that functionality, but none of it works if you just go raw to OBS. Like a bunch of it is just broken. I used to use it on OBS originally, and then at a certain point there was an update, Windows update or an OBS update, and just stopped working. So then I found out that the capture thing works, but now whenever I use that intermediary software, I end up getting horribly desynced. So that's a problem. If I need some crin games, just hit you up. I would be much more likely to try out the crin games than I would to try out the Ravenloft games, because the crin game is still the same, plays the same way as Pool of Radiance. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm getting tired. I don't know if you can tell. I'm getting tired. I'm also a little hungry. It's a bad combination. When I end a stream at midnight and I'm hungry, I pretty much, you can guarantee I just screwed up my next 24 hours. I'm confused about the Ravenloft games. Okay, so the gold box had two different ways of games, like how they played. One was where the combat is turn-based and you move the characters around, much like real D&D. And then other gold box games had like Eye of the Beholder and those, or like a 3D thing, and the combat took place in real time and you're basically just like smashing abilities. And I think that's the way that Ravenloft worked. I think Ravenloft falls into the latter category. And when I've investigated how those games are, and now Nick has played a ton of the Eye of the Beholder, and he loved it. He said he liked those games. The real time quality of that combat, doesn't feel like D&D to me. And so if I want to play those old games, I want to feel like, the thing that I loved about it is it felt so much like real D&D, the way the combat worked. So I could be wrong. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. But when they released all the gold boxes on Steam, I looked at all of them. I got excited about the idea of Ravenloft, and my recollection is that I looked and it didn't play like Pool of Radiance. It played like a real-time 3D, like hack and slasher. Yeah, I remember, Nick, you said you enjoyed it. You played through that. Open my heart and mind. It just doesn't look like fun to me playing a game like that. Okay. You say you think I'm confused, but okay. So but the point is, I don't think I'm confused about the Ravenloft games. I think I know what they are, and I'm just not interested in playing them. If they did a Pool of Radiance style combat game that was Ravenloft based, I'd probably be more excited about it. Oh my gosh, Evie just posted a picture of her food. Hold on. Stop the press, everybody. Oh, what's it? Oh my gosh, that looks good. That looks really good. I want some of that. Although I've been eating good with my factor meals. But that looks really tasty. And so, oh, and that was leftovers of what you had the night before too. I see that now. Because most of my notifications that I get are your dinners, Evie. That's mostly what Twitter has become for me, is seeing what Evie had for dinner and then liking it. Wendy, you familiar with Factor for reals? I thought nobody ever heard of that shit before. It's just some weird overpriced. Well, it's worth it for me, but it's I've been doing it for about a month and a half. A 2 meal. I have it for lunch and dinner. Because if I have to figure out what I want to eat, that's super quick and effortless, it ends up usually being something not good for me. So, really cool. Okay, well, finally, there's someone else who knows what the hell I'm talking about when I'm talking about my factor meals. Yeah, and I've been saving all the. Let me see. So for dinner, I had garlic, mushroom, cream, shredded beef with roasted potatoes, garlic, green beans, and pearl onions. Yeah, good. Shit's never frozen either. It comes to you refrigerated. You put it in your fridge. It's pre-cooked, but it's cooled, and you just put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and it comes out like good. I mean, it's not like it doesn't come up like shitty like microwave TV dinners or something. You just heat it up. And they're really good little well-balanced meals. And really satisfying. I like that they're very saucy, which I like. But they do different things. Like they'll make cauliflower mash and they'll make it taste like mashed potatoes. And so they're doing all these little things to make them healthy, but it's like they know what the hell they're doing. I think I got one of the taco bowls this time. I'm trying to think, what are my favorite ones? I just realized I really like their salmon. I like the shredded beef ones. So I think what my favorite. I've got it. I like almost all of them, but some of them I really like. No, I'm not going to describe Factor every week. I'm just excited because I met a fellow person that actually knows what the hell I'm talking about. I don't think I've had the pasta vodka. I've had a couple of the shrimp dishes. They have like a shrimp pastas. And let me see, what did I have? For lunch I had the smoky barbecue chicken breast with mashed potatoes, cream corn, and green bean casserole. Is that the one? I've saved a whole bunch of these. The reason I saved them is because I want to use these if I ever, cancel the meal plan. I'd like to remember some of the damn things that I love so much. Garlic, mushroom, cream, shredded beef with roasted potato. Yeah, that's what I had for dinner. That was good. So, let's see here. We got this. We got the tweeter. We got the notifier. Where's my notifications? Here we go. All right, so this is getting a little. So here's Evie's dinner. Look at that. Butter chicken and naan bread samosa. I love samosas too. And chicken tandoori. That looks amazing. So this is Evie shares when her husband makes awesome dinners. Or just whatever. She'll have a pizza and to be like, look what I'm eating. And then I'll get jealous and go, no, I want. And in fact, that's one of my plans for this weekend is to have pizza at some point. I already declared to Amanda, at some point I'm getting pizza. I already kind of wanted it, and then you push it over the edge. And then here was the leftovers from tonight, right? Let's see, was your pizza in here? It was like a Red Baron something or other. Red Baron pepperoni bricks. I love Red Baron pizzas too. I'm a big fan. Yeah. So now we did a little show and tell. But so how long have you been doing Factor, Wendy? Wendy, are you doing it right now, or is it just something you've done in the past? Because like it's really affordable at first, because they give you for the first several weeks they give you like really deep discounts, and now I'm at that point where it's like it's paying full price. Like it's, but it's still, I think it's still worth it for me. But if we had a tight budget, it wouldn't be. Like it would not be practical at all if we had a tight budget. The only reason we can do it is because we have a little, we're not rich by any means, but we have a little cushioning so that if we decide something's important, we can pay a little more for it if we want to. Oh, okay. You're not buying it. Oh, someone else is getting it for you. Okay. Yeah, I have a friend. I got the idea because I have a friend who needed to manage their weight, and they didn't do Factor. They did some other. They live in California, and I think they're doing some sort of a local service. But it was we looked into like where they give you like Blue Apron and things where they give you all the ingredients or they give you all the recipes for the week, but then you spend like 3 hours every Sunday cooking. We try, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to spend a half hour to 40 minutes prepping. Like I want something where, and that's why I like Huel for a while, because Huel is not nearly, it's not that satisfying. I'm not going to lie. It's not, but it was like, it's like you put scoops of this crap into a, something and put boiling water in it, leave it alone for 10 minutes, and you have these porridge-like meals. So you don't have to think about you don't have to think about it. But they got very old after, not too long. And so when I had a friend that was talking about that they're having the ready-to-made meals, I'm like, what? So would you have to still cook it or something or prep it at all? And they're like, no, it's like it's ready to eat. You just heat it up. It's like, holy shit, they do that? I've really turned my brain. Yeah, I have a whole lot now. I still have my Huel shakes that I have every morning. I still like the smoothies. So that is, I think, like a permanently part of my routine. So I have Huel smoothies, but all the savory Huels, the like the chili like Huels and the curry Huels, they're sort of collecting dust right now. Most of them were sort of like, like porridges, like a sort of like oatmeal-y consistencies, so just different flavors. Yeah, you throw it away since you didn't have time to cook. Well, we did certain things like that, Amanda, my wife and I. And I just was like, I don't want to spend 3 hours prepping for the week on a Sunday. Like, I just don't, that's not what how I want to spend my Sunday. 'Cause that's like a huge chunk of time. And it's like, and I felt like it wasn't really saving time. It seemed like it was more, than just throwing something together after work real quick. But yeah. So that was sort of the thing where I was like, well, here I am in my, late 40s, and I still never really developed like good food prep habits. And it's just like, I know myself. I know, like, if I don't, I won't make the best decisions if it's contingent on me putting effort into making it. It'll just be like, okay, what's easy? I just get a bunch of cans of like chunky Campbell's soup and bread, and that'll be my dinner. It's easy, frozen meal. That's easy. Mac and cheese. That's easy. And then all that stuff is like, it's not that good for you though. Oh, but just the Beat Saber is not nearly done. It's just not happening tonight. It's just not happening right now. I did consider playing Beat Saber, but honestly, I'm a little worn out, like physically, from it. I already Beat Saber twice today. I did an hour in the morning and an hour after work. And I haven't taken hardly any time off. I've been doing 2 to 3 hours of Beat Saber every day for like the last 2 weeks. And I think I'm just like, my shoulder muscles and stuff are just like tomorrow I might just take a day off from it because my muscles are kind of acting like they're pissed off because I won't give them a break. I only beat my saber. It's very family unfriendly. That's what I did last week. I did a Beat Saber stream. I thought it went pretty well. I think I helped inspire one person to go get Beat Saber for themselves. Right, Maxie? I would like to take responsibility for inspiring you. Although I don't know if it was because you were so amazed at watching me play as it was that you could see how hyped I was that I was getting healthy from playing it. Homemade smash burgers, loaded baked taters. That sounds good. Well, I remember when I've been all hyped about it, you've made comments a couple times like, gee, yeah, you're kind of making me want to try it. And then so when you're like, hey, I got it, I was like, yeah. Yeah. I think we're in the same boat, Maxie. We're men of a certain age. And of a certain physical disposition that could probably use improvement. I can't speak so much for you, but for myself, like, yeah, I definitely could use some improvement of my physical disposition, I'll say. Oh, it gives you motion sickness. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I was afraid I was going to have motion sickness doing VR, but like I don't have any problems with it. There's certain types of games where the movement does make me like go feel cross-eyed, which could make me sick if I kept doing it. But most VR doesn't do that to me. It's only the stuff like that moves on its own, or sometimes like when you use smooth turn controls instead of just turning your own head in games, that can make me a little loopy. There's a free roller coaster game I tried, and that one was making me go a little cross-eyed too. So there's certain ways that things can move in VR games that are a little harsh on my brain's ability to process the movement. You're gonna start job hunting soon. Need something to get you active again. Okay. Wow. And here I've been jealous all this time that you didn't have to work anymore. Now you're thinking of getting a job. Why you you're spoiling my whole vision of the good life. If I stop working and I'm like, now I'm gonna go get a job. But I could see that though. I could see that, especially after a while. Being like, you're still young and stuff too, so it's not like, it's not like you're past your prime and can't do anything anymore. Closed browser and restarted. Now the mic and camera are synced back up. Really? Well, no. Well, the mic and camera should be fine now. But the desyncing between the audio of the camera and the mic was happening on my end. I was transmitting it out of sync. Because I could, unless OBS is being a lying bitch to me, because I would look up at OBS and see that I was I was definitely out of sync. And then I was sending that out all to you. A job after retirement is nothing like a career job you're locked into. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing that I think I mentioned that I was a security guard at Intel for a few years before I went to law school. That was like the last job that I had. And that was kind of a cool job. I liked that job. And a good percentage of the people that worked there were retired military. They're people who were, in their late 40s is when they started, and it was just like they just did it for not because they were dying, desperate for work or whatever, but it's like, hey, it's just this job that they like, and it's not that hard. It's kind of, some ways kind of fun, kind of interesting, and like, yeah, so like there were just all sorts of retired military that worked there. Yeah, the girl who wanted to, now she never did paint. What she did do, she played solitaire all over the desk, all over the lobby desk. And I was like, no. Yeah, that was the thing, because I supervised some lobby officers, and they would always be like, because they're not supposed to read or do anything, but I was supervising the grave shift, so I kind of was like, I'd look the other way. And my rule was, as long as it doesn't look like you're goofing off, then I can look the other way. Like, I'll know you've got a book under there that you're reading or something, right? But then she's like breaking out the solitaire. It's like that shit gets recorded. There's like 2 million cameras at Intel recording every square inch from every corner of every room. And that's not subtle. If a manager walked in and you had a book under the desk, they probably wouldn't know if you were playing it cool. But if you got a fucking solitaire, I can't claim that I didn't notice either as a supervisor. That's all, like, it's plausible deniability. If I'm letting people get away with little stuff like that just to keep them from going insane working the grave shift, then at least I gotta be able to say, oh, I didn't know they had a book over there. Really? Jeez, I better keep a closer eye on these people. If she got a full-on game of solitaire, you can tell it's been going on for an hour and I didn't notice. That's like, that, ain't gonna answer for that shit. And then that was the thing. She wanted to know one day if she could bring paints in and do like painting at the desk. I'm just like, God damn, there's gonna be paint all over the desk, all over the floor. At least with solitary, once you pick up the cards, it's gone. But I could see this girl with the paint. It would look like a kindergarten classroom with just paint dribbles all over the place. I don't think, this is back in like 2002, 2003. Phones weren't doing that shit yet. So if it had been a few years later, yes. But yeah, 2003, 2004. I think I actually invested in a pocket PC while I was working there. So I had stuff like, I could play games on it, and I had like digital books on there. I think I read Game of Thrones on my pocket PC at that job. Is when I read the original Game of Thrones, the first 3 books. And I had movies. I had this converter so I could convert like DVDs into MP4s, and so I would watch movies like, yeah, while I was working. It's a great supervisor. I did plenty of goofing off too, but I followed the rules of don't look like you're goofing off, right? I was leading by example. Finger painting was not, well, I don't think she wanted to do finger painting, but I always in my mind picture her doing it like finger painting, where she's just like, look, I made my hand. And it's like, okay, well, here comes a bunch of like managers in here. Are you going to get all that shit cleaned up? Well, what would she do when nothing's going on? Not paint. Dude, have a comic book. Do something subtle under the counter. That was basically the thing. It's like, if you had a little, like, I don't know, if they had like a little Game Boy or whatever else, and they had it on quiet so that no one could hear what they're doing, and they had it down underneath the counter of the lobby desk, where it could just look. Or one thing they did that I thought was really good is we had these monstrous binders full of procedures, all these security procedures, and they'd be like, oh, they have their book or whatever. They have the big binder of procedures like in their lap in front of them, and then they'd have the book inside there. They're reading some like trashy romance novel. It's like, yep, supervisor approved. Keep up the good work. Whatever keeps you coming back each night. because working the graveyard shift can be a shit shift. Especially, I worked out of the control center, and so there were always like a number of us working in there. So we always had each other to talk to. It wasn't quite as bad. And the control center is just cool. You had access to all the cameras, and you could move them around and zoom and do. It was kind of a neat job. I'm not gonna lie. There was some cool stuff about it. It was that kind of room where there's like all the monitors and the computers, things everywhere. It was neat. But the people working the lobbies on the grave shift, almost no one was coming in at all at 2 a.m. I mean, still randomly people would come in, but for the most part, they're just sitting there. Nothing's going on for hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, I had a lot of sympathy for those people, right? So, like my boss made a big thing about, because we got a new manager in the middle when I was working there, and the old manager totally turned a blind eye. Like the whole campus manager, the guy who's in charge of everybody, turned a blind eye to, like, there was, in our control center, there was this cabinet, and it just had like 40 pounds of paperback novels in there. It was almost like a lending library. Everyone knew it. And then this new manager came in. He decided he's going to clean up house. He's a super nice guy. Don't get me wrong. And I think part of his thing too was he wanted to be outwardly strict, but then he wasn't really going to like bust heads over it, but he just wanted people to take serious the fact that you shouldn't look like, he never said that, but I always kind of got that impression that he just wanted people to stay vigilant and to not get complacent and not be like totally spaced out. To always be like, if you're going to read a book, you're going to be like, oh fuck, who's around? You're always keeping your eye out. You're always being like, is he going to come around? He'd be like, he's like, I'm an insomniac and I could show up at any time. And he would. He came in once at like 1:30 in the morning. 3 of us are in the control center reading books. And he came in and slipped in right behind us, and he was standing there behind, like 5 feet behind us as we're sitting there reading, and he'd cleared his throat. And we thought it was just like the patrol person walking in, so we didn't even notice. And so he didn't like write us up or do anything. He was just like, he's like, I came all the way into this room and walked in behind you, and you guys didn't even notice. Like, you didn't even know it was me until I just, told you right now. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, so that was my thing, was look like you're not, be vigilant, look like you're not goofing off, and you can do little things to keep you from going insane. Because if you just have to sit there and actually just read those binders of procedures 40 hours a week while nothing's happening, people lose your goddamn mind. I'm sure you would. I don't think anyone could do it. That was like the guy in Better Call Saul who ate a Cinnabon every night. Yeah, well, there was none of that going on. There was a donut guy. I forgot there was a donut guy. Because there's all these dining areas scattered across the campus. And there's a guy, what was his name? Donut Bob? I forget. He wasn't Bob. That was another job. There's a guy named Flower Bob. He just was the guy that brought the flowers when I worked at the grocery store. His name was Bob, so everyone called him Flower Bob. Donut guy, I don't remember what his name was. But we had to buzz him in. He'd show up every morning at about like 3:34 in the morning to deliver the donuts. And we knew when to expect him, and that he gave us a box of donuts every night as a reward, as a friendly gesture, but also I think because he didn't want to have to wait. So we all knew when he was going to show. So we were always kind of like ready because someone had to be at the gate to let him in, and someone in the control center to remotely open. And so it was like this whole operation to let anyone in and out of there. You had to have officers in multiple locations, one in the control center, one on site to actually watch the gate open and close to make sure no like dirty shenanigans, like no one tried to sneak in or whatever, while the gate was open for the 30 seconds it was open. So that was the thing that could be the bottleneck, is like that if he showed up and there wasn't a patrol person at the gate to monitor the gate while it opened, he might have to wait for a while. So he had us trained good with those donuts. Man, we were we were there. It's like, oh, the donut guy's gonna show up. Better go, I better go make sure I'm around the gate for the donut guy. No, he was a nice guy, Maxie. He wouldn't have spat on the donuts. He was nice. He was nice. We all liked him. He's a nice guy. Very chipper and cheerful for a dude that delivers donuts at 3 a.m, you know? But yeah. Being the good old grave shift supervisor. I hope that I can see that there's some high level security manager at Intel is going to be like, oh, what's on the YouTube tonight? This is finds gaming lawyer stream. He's like, what's this guy talking about all of our dirty insider secrets at Intel? I'm talking. All the security guards are reading books. Well, I don't know. Not after I left. Maybe that all stopped. I don't know. Security guards sitting around reading books? Who would have suspected such laxity? This is... He's experimenting with a Pavlov. Yeah, well, he produced the donuts, and we showed up we made sure we were at the gate. Most nights someone was waiting for him at the gates. We knew he was like clockwork. We knew almost exactly when he was going to show up. Yeah, hire the guards that can't read. That's a problem though, because they are supposed to read and understand all the copious amounts of procedures that we had for just about every scenario you could think of. So, besides, that wouldn't solve the finger painting problem. All right, guys. No, it was unarmed security. And that's like one of the things that I liked about the security job is like there was no illusions that you were supposed to confront people or do any. Observe and report, man. That's what it was. I mean, we talked to people and stuff, and we chased skateboarders off and stuff like that. But if things ever got like where it's gonna look like the skateboarders were a little bit belligerent or whatever, it wasn't like, you're gonna get off this campus with those skateboards or I'm gonna move you off. It's like, you wouldn't do that shit. It'd be like, all right, guys, well, cops are coming. See you later. Some body painting? I don't know. Chasing skateboarders is a noble calling. Yeah, they show up and then you have to be like, chase them down with the vehicle and be like, hey, you guys can't be here. There's always this very like non-confrontational, hey guys, hey, you just can't be here, for, almost apologetically, you have to leave. Although, this is one thing that I thought was kind of interesting, is I had a friend visiting Portland from the East Coast, and we were driving around, and Nike has like their world headquarters outside of Portland, and we happened to be driving by their headquarters, and I was like, oh, I wonder if we could drive through it because it looks really cool from the outside. It looks like fucking Disneyland. And so it looks like a whole little city that you could drive into. So we went in there, and we got about 200 yards in, and just like black security SUVs just appeared all out and everywhere. It felt like it's like, what the fuck is going on? And they were very nice, but they're like, you need to leave. Yeah, you can't be in here. You need to leave. Oh, okay. Like they didn't waste any time. They were just there. It was like was like something out of a skit. They just materialized. It's like it took a lot longer for us to confront those skateboarders. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm going to wrap up, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to keep talking forever. Thank you all for being here. Evie, Mr. J. Maxey, Brad Pritchard, of course. Jeff Harbaugh, good to see you. Lady Wendy, I don't know if you're still here, but it was a delight to have you here and bond with you over our factor meals and your exciting move that's coming up. It's very exciting, too. Matus, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm always happy to see Matus. Especially after he missed last week, which I pretended it didn't hurt my feelings, but it did. A lot. He apologized later. Yeah, Matus, you're always here. I appreciate that. Well, I did start late, but it wasn't because I was sleeping or I lost track of things. It's just because like my routine made things a little bit later today. So I was always planning on streaming. All right, well, you know what's going to happen now. It's time to dim the old lights, right? You ready for this, Matus? I know this is your favorite part. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Brad Pritchard, EV23, J Maxey, Matus, Nixie, if you're still there, Jeff Harbaugh, Just I don't know if you're still there. Lady Wendy, I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Yeah, I think that about covers it. Look at that. Look at Brad and Evie sleeping peacefully. J Maxey admiring my physique. It's a good night.